Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Cider Pop Central. And today we're back with Norfolk Raider Cider Company, and I am doing a bottle of their Dolly Pink. Wait, what's that you say? But you've done a couple of Norfolk Raider ciders and they've not been on Cider Pop Central. What gives? Well, if you've looked at my previous two reviews, you say that I've got a little issue with the two other ciders that I'm trying from their range, and you'll see what I mean when I get to the ingredients of this. So yeah, I've already done a couple of Norfolk Raider ciders before, and this is their Dolly Pink, produced in Norfolk using local apples. Like the rest of the range, comes in 500ml bottles, and is a pretty average 4% ABV. So, let's go to the back. We are very proud of all the flavours of our cider. Each variation carries some family tradition with much thought and care. In our opinion, this all comes together to make the best cider around. Again, a very bold claim. So, like the rest, it's a still cider. Cider, and here it is. So it's a raspberry cider, but it's made with raspberry flavoured syrup. Now, guys over at Norfolk Raider, if you're watching this video, I would love to know why you use syrup in this and the next cider I'm going to be reviewing when you don't use it in your other ciders. For example, the Honey Bell literally just had natural honey in it. It didn't have honey syrup. And your natural ciders, like your Wingman, you know, that didn't contain sugar or anything like that. So I don't know, why do you have to put flavoured syrups into this? Why not just use natural ingredients, like natural raspberries, and put it in there? Heck, even raspberry juice would probably be better than raspberry flavoured syrup. So, basically all I'm saying is, if you see the Norfolk Raider ciders, just bear in mind that these ones aren't technically real ciders. Just saying that. Anyway, enough rambling on. That doesn't mean it's probably not going to taste bad or anything, so let's get this top off and just see what lies in, because, you know, spoiler alert, I have liked the other two ciders from Norfolk Raider. It just seems a shame that they seem to have to put flavoured syrups in some of their drinks. I mean, on the nose, it is definitely smelling drier than most things that contain syrup and stuff. And obviously you've seen the colour. It says may contain sediment, so I'm going to try and get that in, because, you know, I like a little bit of sediment in my cider. Nice, makes it nice and cloudy and everything. So yeah, colour. Oh, let's turn that logo around, shall we? So there we go. Yeah, it's slightly translucent in colour, completely still, as you can see there, and looks a lot darker on camera, but it's a very light pinky hue to this cider. Well, pseudo cider pop, I suppose you could say. But I mean, it looks the part. What's it smell like? Actually, not getting a lot. Yeah, I'm really not getting a lot of that. An ever so slight funkiness to it. But yeah, that really doesn't smell of a lot. So, well, I guess I'm just going to have to go dive in and taste this, aren't I? So, yeah, cheers everyone. Let's see what Dolly Pink has to offer. Cheers. It's got a nice aftertaste. There's the raspberries. Well, the raspberry syrup. It's got a nice biscuity aftertaste. And as you've probably known from my channel, I do like biscuity aftertastes. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. You wouldn't think that raspberry syrup had gone into this. It does taste like it does have natural raspberries in it. Just a shame that it doesn't. It's light in body. Yeah, definitely a lot lighter in body than I was expecting. I was expecting to go into this thinking it's going to be like quite a thick body, but it's not. It's not. It's got a nice light body to it. I am, however, getting that cloying, that slightly thick texture at the back of the throat when like overly sugared or artificial drinks have like flavoured stuff added into it. You get that sort of thing at the back of your throat like a lot of cider pops do. I am getting that ever so slightly. But hey, do you know what? That's fine. That is absolutely fine. I say I do love a bit of biscuity aftertaste there. You would not know that syrup had gone into this. Definitely tastes a lot more natural than I was kind of expecting, really, which is a good thing because, as I said, I have liked the other two ciders that I've tried from Norfolk Raider before, so I was kind of hoping that this was going to be nice, and yeah, it's nice. It's subtle raspberry flavours rather than it being completely overpowering. There isn't much in the way of an aftertaste, and it is a little bit more on the sweet side. But if you like your sweet ciders, then, you know, I reckon you'll like this. So let's go for a final taste before a final verdict. So, weighing it all up, what am I going to rate this? Because the price point for these ciders is another thing to take into consideration. I bought this bottle for £3.69. Is it worth £3.69? I'm going to go out on a limb and say no. Mainly for the fact that there are some nice flavours there. It's slightly on the sweet side. You do get a nice biscuity aftertaste. But then you're left with not a lot else on the aftertaste. This feels more like it needs to be more like £2 a bottle or something like that. But who am I to know about price tags and everything? But all I'll say is it has got some nice flavours. Just bear in mind those couple of pointers that I mentioned earlier, and you'll do all right with this. So, with that said, what am I going to rate you? For a final verdict, I am going to go and give Norfolk Raider's Dolly Pink a 7 out of 10. Bet you're surprised at that, aren't you? You thought I was going to give it quite a low rating. But no, there are some nice flavours to this. The things that stop it from going any higher is obviously the fact that it's not natural. The aftertaste isn't there as much. And the price point is a little bit high for essentially what is a glorified cider pop. But with all that said, it is still a nice drink, and it is still one that I would recommend you try at some point, along with the rest of the Norfolk Raider range. So, I've got one more left to try of their range, and, well, it's an ingredient that I've had a bit of a love-hate relationship before, so it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. But with that said, that's another edition of Cider Pop Central for you guys. I hope you liked it. And as usual, I will be back with another delicious and tasty cider soon. Until then, this is going to be a nice one to start off my day off. So take care, guys. Till next time.